Alright, what is going on, guys? We are live, and I'm pretty excited, and I appreciate you for coming by and checking out this video. My name is Brian Olenek, and I'm going to share with you some insight on how just about a year ago, alright, I was able to actually build up an online business, and I'm actually coming to you from my home office right now in Canada. And I was able to build up, if you guys are wondering, I just want to say that, but I was actually able to build up a year and a half ago a full-time income business on the internet. And prior to that point, okay, I had been trying to build a broken business online for the past like 2.5 years, and I was dabbling with it, and I was baking in a restaurant. I was a baker in a restaurant, and I was doing that about 50 hours a week, and it's what I knew that everyone else was doing, working jobs, working your way up the corporate ladder. That's what I thought you had to do, but I also knew there's people building businesses online, and I thought it was very lucrative, but I wasn't succeeding. I wasn't seeing any results whatsoever. And, what ended up happening was I came across the law of attraction. I'd heard it before. I heard The Secret. I heard Bob Proctor. I heard all these people, and I heard successful people always paraphrase, the law of attraction and how the universe opens up its gates whenever you set your desire on something, and it just kind of comes and falls into your lap. And I kind of brushed it off as rah-rah, I'll be honest with you. And it was my ego that got in the way of a lot of the reason why it took me 2.5 years of struggling and misery to, not get any results, not see any results. That when I saw The Secret, when I saw it for the first time, when I saw the law of attraction, heard of it, I brushed it off. And that was my ego. That was, just the way I was brought up. I was brought up in a family where, being on a budget, always having to look for deals to go grocery shopping, having coupons and all those things to save money. That was just normal to me. That was just something that was normal and accepted, and something that, later on in life I would have to go through, struggling, trying to, afford if we can, buy a jug of milk or not, or what we can afford, what's on sale, and buying, the cheap food over the healthy, good, organic food. And because of that, it took me a second go-round to actually get introduced to The Secret. So the first time I brushed it off because my ego was in the way. And the second time, I just decided, because I had some, people through the grapevine who were throwing it my way, some people who I knew, they said, take a look at this. And I looked at The Secret. I watched the movie 3 times the same night. I actually got introduced to it. I watched it 3 times. And I really, everything, if I can try and explain this very clear in this video, everything just kind of shifted for me. Everything shifted. My old, beliefs and thoughts, it just kind of broke. Alright, it just kind of broke. And maybe you can relate where, you're in that phase and everything's just, breaking around you. The reality that, in which we've grown up to, kind of accept that, everything's hard, everything's tough, and that you will never be able to do the things that you really want to do, and everything that you dream of, the financial freedom, the leisure to do what you want to do when you want to do it, it's just a fantasy and it'll never happen. Well, that broke for me. And what ended up happening was I started questioning things. I started questioning why others were succeeding, building businesses online, and I wasn't. I started asking questions like, why am I still working this job? The fact of the matter was I was working as a baker in a restaurant, and I had been working there for just over a year, and it was going to be my 2nd year anniversary. And when it came to the 2nd year anniversary, I didn't even believe it, because I was so shocked, because 2 years went by like that. And I still wasn't fulfilling my higher purpose in life. And what ended up happening was, after I saw the law of attraction through The Secret, the movie The Secret, and I watched it 3 times repetitively, I realized that, what Bob Proctor shares, how your thoughts are things, really is true. Your thoughts are really your things, and the people that you hang around with, it does influence you subconsciously, and on a conscious level, you pick up their mannerisms. So if you have a friend in your group of 5 close friends who says, that ain't cool, alright? They always say, ain't that cool, or that ain't cool, and they say it with this kind of tonality and voice shift, then eventually you'll probably pick up on that subconsciously, and you'll catch yourself saying, oh, that ain't cool, right? And it kind of made me realize that not only my sphere of influence, who I was hanging around, they were all broke, miserable, and disgusted the same as me, but I realized if I really wanted to change things, I need to get crystal clear. I need to get crystal clear and know and believe in myself that I wanted to succeed, and I could succeed online building a business. What ended up happening was, every day I would get up in the morning, alright, and before I would get up in the morning, I would just kind of expect what my day would be like. Oh, it's going to be miserable. I'd re-predict what my day would be like based on previous experiences. I would say, oh, I gotta work today, so it's gonna be horrible, and then I'd imagine myself at work, and I'd be seeing myself, doing grueling tasks again and again that are very tedious, just waiting for the clock to hit when I can clock out. That's what I imagined. Guess what? When I went to work, that's what I got. I got exactly what I expected. I got exactly what I thought. It became a reality. And I was just in that habitual pattern of never-ending, misery. That what I started to end up doing was, after I saw The Secret, I started listening to Abraham Hicks. I started to listen to different successes. And I noticed there's a common theme that every single success story out there, they got very crystal clear on what it is that they wanted, and they believed so heartedly that they could achieve it. So what I started doing was, I started to imagine myself, living a better life. My better life for me was building a business successfully online so I can give my family the life they deserve. We can eat the healthy foods we want. We can do what we want, when we want, whenever we want, not being told what to do and how to do it. That was my idea of a better life. And what ended up happening was, every single day through repetition, I would, right in the morning when I got up, I would close my eyes and imagine and see myself doing this, see myself quitting my job, see myself going to my boss and saying, you know what, I'm not going to put in 2 weeks, I'm going to put in a week and a half, just because, I didn't want to stay there any longer. I could see myself doing it and being able to, actually do it because I was successful online, because I was able to. My idea of success online was being able to make enough money to quit the job, was being able to supplement my income through the internet and be able to walk away from my job. That was my idea of success going back in about September 2014. What ended up happening was, at first I didn't believe it. At first, when I was saying this to myself, I didn't believe a single word that was coming out of my mouth. But after 21 days, and I noticed that it takes about 21 days to form a habit, and this is talked about in The Secret as well, I started to believe in myself. I started to have confidence in myself and my vision. And what ended up happening was, guys, I started searching on the internet. I started taking action, I started to take massive action on the image that I saw, because I could taste it, smell it, touch it, hear it, and I took action on it. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how I was going to get there, but I believed I could do it, and I knew I could do it. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't have a roadmap, but I was taking action, searching on the internet, looking up different strategies and ways to build a business, to quit my job on the internet. Tried some things out. They absolutely failed. They absolutely failed. They absolutely flopped, and I didn't get any results. But guess what? One roadblock after another, beating my head through different, roadblocks and different walls that would form up. I eventually ended up, after a couple months, coming across an individual. I came across an individual who was building a business on the internet. I came across a mentor, someone who is actually doing it. After all this frustration and aggravation, it was like the universe was like, okay, you really want this? Here you go. And it opened up its door. And a person literally was right there who was getting the results that I wanted, who was building an income and a business online, traveling, not worrying about money, having time freedom, having leisure to do what they want to do when they wanted to do it. And that was it, right then and there. I knew it was it. And what ended up happening was, I started to model and copy them with their permission. And 3 months later, I was able to save up enough money to quit my job and create a full-time income business on the internet. And I haven't looked back since. I have not worked since September 12th of 2014 in corporate America. Haven't been told what to do and how to do it since that date. And it's felt really damn good. It's felt really damn good, guys. And if you get anything out of this, if you want to use The Secret, the law of attraction, to really get a better life. You want to be more financially stable, more independent, more secure, The best tip I can give you, I hope if you get anything out of this video, is not only can you do it, if you're watching this video right now, you obviously can do it. You obviously can achieve great things. I believe in you, I'm a testimonial to, how just it worked for me in a small fraction, not doing anything big or extravagant, but by getting clear on my intentions, getting clear on what I really wanted to do, So get clear. And make it a pattern, a habitual pattern every day to get clear and visualize yourself. Know what you want, Make an outcome for yourself and do it every single day, even after 21 days. Keep doing it every day, Every single day. And then what you can do is start asking, what do you need to do to get there? You're not going to know. That's the beautiful part. But your mind subconsciously is going to guide you in the right direction, and it's going to tell you by, getting feedback from answers, whether you're searching on the internet, you're going to get feedback and you're going to be able to alter your course, and eventually you will get to where you want. The problem is with a lot of people who try and use the law of attraction, they imagine things and they don't take action. They don't go out there and try and actually take action on what they need to do to acquire what it is that they want. So I hope this is a benefit to you. I hope you guys got value. If you have any questions, you want to shoot me a message, comment down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'll answer back. And if you'd like to learn more information about the same system and process I've used to build a business and income on the internet and how you can use it too, connect with me on my site. It's 123marketingtips.com. The link will be down below. Also, share with you the community I've been able to get around as well to help me out. And we'll see you at the top. Take care.